This daily market update has been brought to you by Daily Wealth Report. Trading involves risk of loss and may not be suitable for you. Past performance is no guarantee or reliable indication of future results. All advice and education content is of the nature of general information only and must not in any way be construed or relied upon as legal, financial, or personal advice. Good morning, traders and investors. It's Monday, the 27th of August, and we've seen some slow activity in Europe, recovering late on Friday afternoon to just get into the positive, whilst a little bit of relief in the US on Friday to end the week a little bit better off than what it had been. As we can see up on screen at the moment, the FTSE 100 was actually flat by the closing bell. No change at all, closing 5776. We then had the German DAX up slightly, up 21 points, recovering from Thursday's heavier slide, closing at 6971, and the French CAC 40 was only mildly higher, up 0.6%, closing at 3433. So after Thursday's heavy sell-off in Europe, there was a little bit of relief in Europe. Now, the same action occurred in the US. We can see the Dow Jones in front of us here. It had gained 100 points, or 0.7% on Friday. That reversed most of Thursday's losses. We can see the short-term retracement that had occurred off the long-term highs. We now have a bullish reversal pattern. If we get some follow-through activity, we'll see this again coming back up to the resistance level at 13,300 and potentially testing that. If the upwards trend is going to remain true, then that will attempt to break through 13,320 there. So the Dow closed at 13,157 on Friday, and we'll be looking for a follow-through of that prior activity. The Nasdaq index, the index that represents technology stocks in the US, closed up 16 points, or 0.5%, at 3,069. It too has a bullish engulfing pattern here, and is showing that the weak seller retracement in through here is now reversing with buyer strength returning. The S&P 500, a broader index of the US markets, closed up 9 points, or 0.6%, at 1,411. It has an inside day. It is also attempting to show a reversal on the buyers. As we take a look at the US markets, the VIX index had lost value due to the rallying markets there. It lost 78 cents, or 4.9%, closing at $15.18. It isn't a heavy sell-off in the VIX. I think there's still a little bit of uncertainty amongst investors that on the short term we may still see a little bit of downside activity. So the broader hedge fund market is still holding the VIX slightly higher rather than attempting to push that down, and with a lack of fear. So at the moment it's still a little bit of uncertainty that's controlling the markets there. Finally, the ASX 200 had lost 36 points on the back of the European and US markets falling Thursday night. It closed at 4,347, and we can see that short-term bearish reversal that has formed. Now, the SPY futures are up 25 points ahead of the market open, so we're quite likely to see the majority of that wiped out, and that's a very similar story to what we had seen only just a couple of weeks ago, where the markets had fallen quite heavily, had then gone sideways for 3 trading sessions before finding renewed buyer action. So very similar story here for Monday. We'll look to see if the buyers hold that through to the closing bell. If they do, then that's a strong indication that we could see this pushing back above 4,400 and potentially testing those highs back in early May around 4,450. That's our summary for Monday, the 27th of August. We wish you all the best trading and look forward to giving you an update soon.